session was good. Getting into the groove back again. Today I did 2 flights during the session from the top. Improving the landing. Good advice from Ganpat and Ankush. So things are becoming better. Did some kiting also. So a slow start to pre-COVID proficiency.
Post lockdown.
No. Post lockdown, pre-COVID efficiency.
Yeah.
Proficiency. So I hope that proficiency was good at that time, whichever I am thinking of. But there's one thing I want to say, and that is the feeling I got after doing a lot of kiting is unique in the last 10 years experiences. I never felt that connection with my glider, the feeling without looking at the glider, like what you used to say when you used to teach me kiting. That I got. I said, this is it. This is the thing which everybody talks about without looking. And now, I mean, even at takeoff or landing, I'm able to do that without looking, just by the feeling and the pressure. Of course, I'm not perfect like any of you all. I think I'm finding joy in learning that particular feeling of my body, the touch. So that's a very good take home in the last few days as steps to going to tower and taking all that. But my landing was always the weak thing in my entire flying career. Landing was always a problem. And that is the second experience which I am saying to you. First time I am realizing the importance of pulling full brakes. And the first flight which I did day before yesterday, after a lockdown, I told myself, and there were not many watchers like today, so as Ganpat correctly said, I just prayed. I said, I pull these brakes, and I said, pull now. Just perfect, like the second one just now. But now I got some good tips from Ganpat that you can pull a little bit first only to get the judgment, and just before touchdown, pull that. That is what I always wanted to do, but I was thinking I might stall the glider if I do it too high. But it's wonderful. But and it made such a great impact on me, right? This feeling of goodness. This is even before you came. That yesterday I attended all the modules, capsules, whatever I borrowed one more certification book, the new one, which I don't have, in which there are some other things for APPI. And Ankush had given the whole APPI. I think for the first time I took interest in my certification. I found myself taking interest. And I decided before middle February I am going to get this ticket because I finished this. And I also planned from day one, P1, whatever things are there, each and everything I'm going to become proficient. Theory-wise, and still practice-wise. I mean, going to revisit it.
So you've actually done more than like 150 plus hours of airtime. You've been flying for 10 years now, or 10 plus years.
2010 was my first flight.
But what I admire most from you, and I've been in this line of work for 20 years now, is that you want to keep learning, and you have a lot of respect for the process of learning. And never has been there a point, even in your professional life, where you felt okay, I'm experienced enough, which you are. You're at the top of your game in your teaching and your training in your merchant naval career. But you've always appeared a student.
Because I can see that this particular quality which you just mentioned should be there in any adventure sports or even in normal life.
And it's got nothing to do with the school or the training or whatever. It's anywhere.
Absolutely.
The attitude to, that, oh, let me learn, let me learn,
Any profession, any occupation is the same thing. I have a friend called Tony Fernandez. Okay. Both of us teach together. And he's extremely humble, although he's right at the top there in marine insurance. We teach together. And he says, whenever I say, Tony, I learnt a lot today from you, although both of us were giving the lecture. Subhash, he says, that's because you are trying to become like me. I said, like me what? Ajivan Vidyarthi. That is what he had said. So you are a student lifelong, and that's the spirit which you have. So therefore you will always learn from anyone, even your junior student. This is what the thing is. I said, but I really learned from you. And I learned from you too. You are not realizing that with 2-3 things which I said I know, but actually I didn't know. When you were saying, then I got hold of what it could be. I said, but you talk like a pro after that, man. I said, that's because I already know the story. But it came to my mind.
How can you relate this to your flying learning?
Identical. So do not think that you know it all. Just this pilot or other people I keep saying and give examples of what Avi has been saying all along. It's identical. My own views are identical to what he always says and gives us experiences and stories about how that intermediate syndrome thing works, where you got some experience and then you begin to be complacent, and that's when you make mistakes. And he told us those 2-3 stories, and one of the stories was a chap who had done 99 flights, wanted to do his 100th, and now we told him the weather is not good, it was the last week of May or something, and don't go. And he said, my 100th flight I'll make it, and he had an accident. And he told us this story at Bali, and on that day I flew, and after that I counted the number of my flights, and I had just done the 100th flight. And then I told him that today was my 100th flight, but I didn't do all that. Yes, I said, that's the way to remember. After that, when I finished 100 hours of flight, 110 hours, I reported to Ganpat because he had to sign. So he says total. So I says, Ganpat sir, total Lego, 110 hours. Then he just looked at me and said, so? That's all he said. That means he wanted me to remember now is the intermediate. So wonderful it is. And this mental thing now is the teachings regarding the mental part has a very important focus of the training of Temple Pilots, which I admire, which I look forward to. And I'm very glad to be part of it because it's very similar to what we do in Merchant Navy at my level of teaching and training.